Hey guys, what's up? I was thinking today we could do a video of the F-14 Tomcat versus the F-18 Hornet. That wouldn't be the first time that you've seen that on this channel. However, in those situations I've pulled the Tomcat into close combat with the Hornet, and I've been able to kill it in that way. Right? Today is going to be a little different in the sense that we're going to let the Tomcat do what it was built to do. And that is, we're going to let it engage us from distance beyond visual range with the Phoenix Aim-54 missiles. And we're going to let her do what she was built to do. And I'm going to try to evade these missiles, get close to the Tomcat, and kill it. So let's see what happens. Right, so my theory in the way that this is going to work out is that because he's got the Phoenix, he'll be able to fire it from a longer distance. I'm thinking that if I can fire an Amraam off at about 30 to 25 miles, I might have a good chance of hitting him. Anything over that, I think he'll go evasive, he'll be able to go down, do whatever he needs to do, and he'll be able to dodge them. So I think I got to be either 25 or closer, 30, assuming that he doesn't outmaneuver them. Chances are he's going to fire his missile long before I can get into range, before I can get my shoot cue. He's going to force me defensive. I'm going to have to nose down so I can get momentum, because these Phoenix missiles are going to be traveling at Mach 5, close to Mach 5. So I'm going to have to get down there in order to get momentum to try to run away from these things. In which case he'll probably fire a second one, a third one, a fourth one. So I'm expecting to be spending a lot of time near the ground. Hopefully I can try to maneuver in a way that will continue to get me closer to him, so that even from the ground I'm pretty close, so I can fire missiles at him, AMRAAMs, from down there, which I'm going to have to be much closer because they're going to have to fight gravity, right? So we'll see how that plays out. That's my theory as to how this is going to work. So I have him here at 70 miles, and he's closing on me pretty fast. I'm about 370 knots, and Angel's 24, and we're closing. That's 60 miles. $55 miles. So I think I'll get the shoot cue based on my altitude here. I'm expecting it around 35, maybe 30 miles. I'll get the shoot cue. And theoretically his Phoenix missile will be long on its way over here by then. So I'm going to have to go defensive fairly quickly after I fire my Amraam. I mean, in terms of BVR range, like, he's got every advantage in this situation. And if he could saturate me with all 4 of his Phoenix missiles, I don't see how I'm going to survive this. Oh, that's a missile. That's Pitbull. See, that's a Pitbull Aim-54. I'm going defensive. I'm just going to fire this Amraam just for shits. Missile back on me. It reacquired me. I don't think it was a new missile. There it is, reacquired me again. I don't have eyes on it. I think I lost it. Nope. Still on me. Oh shit. Alright. I think I lost it. Nope. Oh my god. This was a bad idea. I'm dropping chaff like crazy here. That thing keeps reacquiring me, man. It's like a Mach 5 missile, I can't even see it. That's gotta be a second missile at this point. I had to have dodged the first one. Okay, we lost it. Okay, he's locked me again. That's a new launch. I think I got some time here. I can lock him up. I can get at least an Amraam off, get him defensive. Let me give him 2. Going defensive again. Okay, missile lost me. There's got to be another missile coming. Yep, there it is. There it is. There's another Amraam at 18 miles. That should get to him. The gravity might be a little too much though. I'm going defensive here. I lost it again. Oh my god. This was a horrible idea. There it is. Okay. Okay. Oh god, no. Ah, shit. Well, there you go. Wonderful. Alright, so here is the TAC view for what happened. We started about 220 kilometers apart. Head-on passes, obviously. Hornet's traveling, or sorry, Tomcat is traveling at Mach 1, and he starts to go vertical to get some more altitude, get himself a better fire solution. I'm Mach 1, and we're closing. Now, to be honest, I was pretty intimidated by this Phoenix missile. You know, you think about it, it's got this giant warhead. It's reaches speeds of like Mach 5. You know, it's relatively maneuverable for a missile that's that big, that fast, right? It's decently maneuverable. And the closer you fire it, the more accurate and deadly it is, like any other missile, right? Now, an Amraam traveling at like Mach 2 is very hard to dodge, right? Now imagine this Phoenix coming at you at like Mach 5, right? It kind of scares the shit out of you. So I was a little intimidated here, not gonna lie. And so what happened was, you know, we closed to about 80 kilometers, right? And he's got some decent speed for his altitude, Mach 1.2. I'm 0.9, and he fires that first Phoenix, right? Now, as soon as my plane, I get that beep, beep, beep of the missile launch, because I was a little intimidated, I immediately just go evasive, right? I completely forget about the fact that I need to fire an Amraam at him, right? At 72 kilometers, I don't like that at all for an Amram launch, but that's the best I got. I should have just fired it right there just before I went evasive, right? I forgot I fired it here. Now the Amram has to do a lot of course correction to get back on target, right? And I fired it at Mach 2. It's going to go reach about Mach 2.8 before it, 2.9, yeah. And then it loses a decent amount of its energy in this turn here. And it starts to go for the Tomcat. I'm going evasive, dropping chaff. Here comes that Phoenix missile. And just look at the speed difference. Like, look how far the Phoenix has come in the time period. My Amram hasn't even gone a fourth of the way yet. Right, so there it is. It's coming in at Mach 4.4, 4.3. I'm only Mach 1 on my Amram. Right, so here it is, 3.6. I'm still going evasive. 2.7. Still pretty fast. Right, 2.2. Like, only now, after losing a massive amount of its energy in the evasive maneuvers that I've done, and this missile's bleeding speed the whole time, only now is it at the maximum speed that an Amram can even go, right? Mach 2.1. Like, I've seen an Amram hit like Mach 3, but like generally it's going Mach 2.1. So like, look at this. I'm dropping chaff like crazy. He's still tracking. Like, this thing is intelligent too. You know, it's not falling for any of this crap. More of the chaff. And this thing's still tracking. Like, it's not going for the chaff. It's just running out of energy, which is making it look like it's going for the chaff. This thing was tracking me the whole time. Remember, it would just constantly reacquire. So here we finally dodged it. It doesn't have enough energy to turn with me. Right, let's give that a pause and let's have a look at my Amram that is now hitting the ground. Right, it couldn't even get halfway to this thing before it lost a lot of its energy. So here we go again. Now he's fired another one. He has the advantage that now he's at high altitude and I'm at low. So his missile is not only traveling at like Machs close to 5, he's got gravity on his side, right? Helping his missile. So here we go. I decided to just shoot off 2 Amrams because, like, why not? My missiles are fighting gravity big time, right? Look how low I am. And here comes this Phoenix, right? Look at how fast this thing goes. 4.0, 3.5, 3.3, and it's already, like, it missed. That was it didn't seem to track properly, that one. But look at the fact that he fired a second missile and my first Amram hasn't even hit the ground, and the second ones aren't even halfway to him yet. And they don't even have the energy to go all the way. Like, he's not even going evasive because he knows he's just fine. Right, so here I go, I turn back around, I give him another Amram. He gives me another Phoenix. Again, gravity helping him, pulling it down, gravity fighting me. Let's give that a pause. You can see my 2 Amrams here are starting to lose their energy. They're going to dip. This one is the exact same situation as these two. It's fighting gravity the same distance, right? It's not going to hit. Meanwhile, his Phoenix is coming in at Mach 4.2. And it tracks and kills me, right? So you can see, like, the dominance of this missile, right? Like, you know, I always used to, as I said, pull the Tomcat into situations where the Hornet was superior and then I could kill it. But you can see when you give the Tomcat the ability to use its Phoenix missiles, it is so dominant. Like, I didn't have a chance. Think about this. He started me off at the same altitude just about, right? In order to evade the speed of this missile, I had to get speed. The only way I could get speed was to go down, use gravity to get momentum, right? Meanwhile, going evasive the whole time. and he pushed me down to the ground with the first missile, and then he kept me there by continually launching missiles, right? 2, 3. I'm staying low to the ground because I know if I come up, I lose speed, I become an easy target, right? So I got to stay in the ground. And me staying in the ground stops me from firing AMRAAMs at him. I mean, it doesn't stop me, but like it makes my AMRAAMs basically like Nerf guns. They can't reach him, right? Because of the gravity. He knows that. He barely went evasive there, right? And he's kept me at a low altitude the entire time, and he's just shooting me like a duck in a barrel, just shooting Phoenix after Phoenix at me. And you know, like these missiles and the Tomcat in BVR mode are just so dominant that I honestly felt bullied during this entire thing. Like I honestly felt like I was being bullied. It was that horrific. I was just on the ground, couldn't do anything about it. And this guy's just having fun. Like he's probably laughing up there. So anyway, I just wanted to give the Tomcat a fair shake and let it do its thing at BVR range and show what she was really capable of doing, especially with those Phoenix missiles. And I think it was showcased pretty decently here. So basically, when they do drop the Tomcat officially, and you're ever in a BVR fight with a Tomcat, think twice about what you're gonna do, right? I still haven't come up with a good strategy for how I would attack a Tomcat at BVR range with a Hornet, right? I honestly don't know how I would do it. If you have any suggestions, let me know in the comment section. If I hear some really good stuff, I will use it in the next video, and we'll try to take the Tomcat out at BVR range. Granted that my first AMRAAM wasn't a good fire, I don't think it still would have reached him, right? It was just too far. It didn't have enough energy. So even though I misfired that first AMRAAM, I really don't think it still would have got to him, right? So I don't know, man. Tell me what you guys think, what I should do for the next round, and I'll make that video. Alright guys, thanks for watching. See you next time.